Ant-Man crouched on the rooftop, the city sprawling beneath him like a maze of lights and shadows. His helmet's visor reflected the chaos unfolding below flashy vehicles, screeching to a halt outside a high-security tech facility. A group of heavily armed thieves had just broken in, intent on stealing cutting-edge quantum technology that could cripple the entire city's power grid. "They're getting away with it," Scott Lang muttered to himself, his fingers tapping against his shrinking suit. "Not on my watch." With a single thought, he shrank down to the size of a bug, zipping toward the ground like a bullet. As soon as his boots hit the pavement, he activated his suit's strength-enhancing abilities, leaping onto a nearby lamppost with the ease of a seasoned acrobat. His target? The gang leader, a burly man named Grit, holding the quantum drive like it was a trophy. "Hey, Grit," Ant-Man called out, his voice carrying a playful edge. "You forgot something, your manners." Before the thief could react, Ant-Man zipped forward, growing just enough to land a punch square in his gut. Grit doubled over, but the moment was brief. Two of his henchmen spun around, guns aimed at the tiny hero. Time to make things interesting. Ant-Man vanished again, shrinking down to a speck. He darted between their feet like an angry wasp, his strikes fast and precise. A swift kick sent one thug tripping over his own feet, tumbling into a trash can. The other thug looked down, confused. Ant-Man was nowhere to be seen until wham! A fist the size of his entire body collided with the thug's face, sending him flying backward. "That's what happens when you mess with the little guys," Scott quipped as he grew back to normal size, watching the two men groggily attempt to regroup. Grit, struggling to catch his breath, scrambled for the stolen technology, but Ant-Man was faster. With one quick leap, he snatched the quantum drive right out of Grit's hands and held it up like a victory trophy. "You want it back?" Scott grinned. "Catch me if you can." Ant-Man sprinted, dashing between the cars, using his size-shifting ability to slip through cracks and spaces the gang couldn't navigate. Grit, in hot pursuit, raged behind him, but Ant-Man stayed 2 steps ahead. Finally, with a final burst of energy, Ant-Man shrank to ant size, darting inside a storm drain. Grit and his crew stumbled over the drain's grate, but by the time they pried it open, Ant-Man was long gone, the quantum drive safely in hand. He returned to the facility, handed it over to the authorities, and couldn't resist cracking a grin as they looked at the recovered tech in disbelief. "Another day saved," he said to himself, shrinking down and slipping through a small crack in the wall. "All in a day's work for your friendly neighborhood, Ant-Man."